Sorry, it's muted. Welcome everybody to my first reaction live stream of this year. This morning, SeaWorld San Antonio is going to announce their new ride for 2023. It did already get leaked if you look in certain places, but I won't spoil the attraction for those of you who have not seen it. The hope is that SeaWorld San Antonio will have the live stream on their Facebook, and that'll pretty much allow for me to at least watch it that way and hopefully stream it on here as well. So that's pretty much the plan for how I plan on doing it. Yeah, I'm not gonna spoil the announcement, so that don't worry about that. And there's also a chance it's probably not gonna happen in this stream, but it is expected that SeaWorld San Diego will also announce their new ride today. We don't have any official confirmation on it, but Screamscape reported on it. And then to go along with that, we also have, who was it? Someone on Twitter who's followed by SeaWorld San Diego and presumably is going to be at the media event said that there was going to be an announcement this morning. So you have those two sort of things there, but we're going to try to focus on SeaWorld San Antonio. I'm going to try to get the live stream up. Assuming they do it live stream style, they might do it just like a normal video, but we'll see what happens. And if they do a stream on their media page, I can stream it because it's official, so I'll do that. But I'll also have the link pinned, as you can see, link to the stream. It's just a link to the Facebook right now, but they did say tune in tomorrow at 10 a.m. or I should say 8 a.m. PST, but 10 a.m. their time is 11 a.m. Eastern. So this is going to start in it should be starting right around now. I'm not sure if they're going to actually do an actual stream or if they are just going to release a video, what the plan is exactly. But they said to tune in tomorrow, or sorry, today. Yesterday, they said tomorrow at 10 a.m. in San Antonio time, which is 11 a.m. Eastern. So should be starting pretty, about right away. I haven't seen anything come up on their Facebook though. So if anyone is able to find a stream where they're streaming it that is not through SeaWorld, let me know. I can't put that up on the screen, but at least I can sort of react to it. So if anyone can help me out with that, that'd be very helpful. But yeah, should be pretty exciting. Obviously, as I mentioned, don't spoil it here in the chat, but the edition has been leaked. If you look in certain places, there's still a lot I want to find out about it, even with that leak. So that's fine, but I'm not going to spoil it here, and so I ask that you don't do that in the chat either. I'm refreshing the SeaWorld San Antonio page, and so far nothing has come up yet. So I'm going to go to their Facebook as well, or their Instagram as well, see if anything's come up there. And as I mentioned, if anyone finds anything, then let me know. I'm not entirely sure how they plan on announcing it. I assumed it would be a live stream, but perhaps it's something different. And I mean, I guess I can see if I have any things I'm following that have it live. Doesn't look like it. But yeah, that's the plan. So I'm going to keep refreshing and hopefully it comes up. But pretty exciting day, obviously, with this thing being announced. Hopefully we get the SeaWorld San Diego thing as well, but that is not officially confirmed. Still nothing from SeaWorld San Antonio. So I'll just kind of keep refreshing. But I guess I will just have a sort of, if anyone has any questions or any non-spoiler just thoughts on what they could be getting, then go for it. But other than that, I'm just going to keep refreshing until we get this thing because it's got to happen at some point. So, okay, it's up. All right, so if you go on SeaWorld San Antonio, it is up now.
Did anyone else wake up this morning and it felt like fall? I'm telling you. Well, good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Chuck. Today we're going to tell you the next big thing.
I'm going to put it up on here, so...
Thank you to the members of our
All right, we have our. No, the announcement that issue isn't
Thank
gonna
you to
delay the
folks
other
joining us
things.
virtually through Facebook
So-
Live. So hello to you. Thank you. Please like and share this so everyone gets to hear about the great things that are.
How's the audio? Can you guys hear it?
And last, but certainly not least, I would be remiss if I didn't mention the live.
Can you guys hear the audio?
The folks
Let me
who
know.
make it possible for the new.
If you want to watch the live stream like yourself, then you can like just by itself go to the link. You'll be able to find it. But yeah, audio's good.
To create this.
All right.
And I'm going to list them off here: culinary department, administration,
Turn the down the audio a
security,
little bit. Okay.
entertainment, zoological department, discovery point, operations, finance, merchandising,
Here we go.
landscaping, human resources, IT, wardrobe, general.
Is my
services,
audio too loud or is
a
the announcement audio too loud?
what
Just
makes
out of
SeaWorld
curiosity.
great. Give yourselves a round of applause.
But looks like they're just doing the introduction.
Thank you for your support.
If you want to watch it live by
All right,
itself,
since opening
as I
in
mentioned,
1988,
go on their
SeaWorld has
Facebook.
been
You
a
can do
place
that.
of wonder
Have a link
and
pinned in the
amazement.
chat,
It's been
and
a
then
place
of course I have the
wonder
credit there.
and marvel
But
at things in life.
let's see what
One
we
thing
got.
that SeaWorld does is give people a place to get out of their houses.
Oh,
and
okay.
go
Mine's a little
on
loud,
an
so I'll put this
adventure.
up.
First and foremost, SeaWorld is a place where people can venture
There
out
we go.
and see animals. We educate people about some amazing creatures. We're an organization that cares for animals both here in our park but
Better
also
now?
in the natural environment. We learn about them, we research them, and we take that information and we give it back to our guests. Our zoological staff goes out on adventures all the time as they come to the aid of animals in need and they rescue them. And people come to SeaWorld to take an adventure, so to speak.
Is
into
the
animal
like sort of
kingdom.
audio balance a
We
little
give
better
people a
now?
place to go
They're
and
just like
marvel
sort
at
of going
amazing
over
animals
their,
that we
I think
share.
they're like sort of animal sort
SeaWorld is
of
also a place where
mission
people
sort
to
of
venture out and
spiel.
have some
So is the
amazing
audio like a little more
cultural
balanced?
experiences. For example, we take people on a virtual adventure to the corners of the earth to sample delicious cuisine.
Outfits
during
of
our 17th
animal
Food
trainers.
Festival. Our
You think
guests
it could have
venture
like a
into Germany for
theme that
beer
ties into
event.
that? Maybe.
We all like that one, right? And at Christmas time, particularly families venture throughout a lighted Christmas wonderland. And for those
The
who
audio
like
is
to
fine,
venture
that's
into
good.
the supernatural
Alrighty,
world of
that is
scares and
good.
spookiness, they can enjoy Howl a Scream, which is happening right now on weekends through the end.
I guess we'll
And finally, ladies and gentlemen,
trying to
for the
think of
adventurous
things to
folks
say
who love
here.
The thrill of adrenaline. SeaWorld has something for
Like
them.
I said,
That
I
is
guess I'll just
amazing.
mention for anyone who's come in,
World-class
this
ride.
announcement has kind of
SeaWorld
been
San
leaked
Antonio
already,
paved
so
the way.
try to
Was
keep
the
spoilers
very
out of the
first
chat. I am
SeaWorld
not
park
mentioning
to
what
have an
exactly the
adventure
announcement
ride.
is,
That's
so
right.
I just
Back
say
in
that.
1997, we opened the
And-
Great White, and since then, the thrill rides have
Yeah.
kept on coming. We have the Great White, we have Steel Eel, Journey to Atlantis, Tidal Surge, Wave Breakers, Texas Stingray. If you want thrilling adventures, this is the place to come. And that, my friends, brings us to where we are today. Thrilling adventure will this magnificent park take guests on next? What new experiences will park goers be able to enjoy again and again? And what is the next big thing at SeaWorld that everybody's going to be talking about after this moment? Listen. Do you hear that?
Oh, here we go. Here's the announcement video. All right, right off the bat, they did not waste hardly any time. So here we go. I'm sure we'll be able to get the video. The world's first launched Flume coaster is what they're advertising this thing as. 30 feet per second on the launch. I'm curious to see the actual like sort of launch mechanism in place, but obviously that's like, this is like just crazy. A vertical lift as well, so this is definitely gonna be a world-class sort of log flume attraction for sure. World's steepest flume coaster. This thing doesn't really look like a coaster to me, but whatever, they can call it whatever they want, I suppose. I'd have to look at it, but still pretty crazy looking.
It will be the world's first launched flume coaster. It'll be North America's only vertical lift flume coaster. And it will be the world's steepest flume coaster. Coming in 2023 to SeaWorld San Antonio, Catapult Falls.
Yep. We knew what the name was. I actually dig the name, Catapult Falls. I dig that name. It's so
excited
good.
about this. Let me
I
tell
like
you some
it.
of those statistics. It's the world's first launched Flume coaster, launching riders at 32 feet per second. SeaWorld San Antonio will have North America's only vertical lift coaster with an elevator that takes guests above the park. So they
Surf
can
coaster's
marvel
not being
at the beauty
announced
of the
today.
park.
No,
doubt
it
San
got delayed
Antonio,
due to the
before they
hurricane.
come to a speedy plunge into the water below. It'll be the world's steepest Flume coaster with a 53-degree angle and an over 55-foot drop. That's right. Family and friends will have something
53-degree
new
drop,
to experience at
55-foot
SeaWorld.
drop.
We
That's
guarantee that
definitely
it will be
quite
the
impressive.
adventure that you've been waiting for. Once again, coming to SeaWorld San Antonio in 2023, Catapult Falls.
Nice. Alrighty. That's actually pretty exciting. Like I said, it was leaked a little
friends,
earlier,
we have a little
but
bit more for you here
still
today. We're going to
exciting.
invite the members of the media to come out for what we call a hard hat tour. We're going to actually take you to the site of the construction site, and we're going to point out some of the landmarks
Okay,
that you've
so
seen in this video here.
if you're there, you'll get a
much
little
thanks to,
tour.
once
Probably
again,
no one watching who's there,
all of our
so
ambassadors who came out today and all
but
the ambassadors who
you know,
worked
that's
together
fun.
over the
Good,
next
nice
few months to
for
bring San
them to
Antonio
offer
Catapult
that for the
Falls,
people who
Falls,
came
that is.
over, so that's cool.
Much thanks to our marketing, graphics, and sign shop for our amazing graphics and
And
the signs that you see behind
looks like
you.
this will be
Behind
pretty
you, we've got
short.
some
This
of the
sounds like
graphics
sort of
that
the
depict what
closing
the ride
statement,
looks like,
so
as well as what we call
I'll
a
let this
infographic
play
with
out.
some of the statistics.
But I'm going to look
Again,
on the
we're gonna take you
website
to
and
the
see
media
if
on a
anything
special
comes
hard
up, because
hat
I
tour.
think
We'll guide
we'll
you
probably
through,
have the
so
materials
you can
out
actually
pretty
envision
quickly
where
here.
everything's gonna go.
So
And we thank you once again
there
for
you
joining
go.
us today as we debut and Catapult Falls. Have a great day.
Alrighty, so there you go. Catapult Falls. I think that's pretty much the end, so I'm gonna exit out. Alright, so let me just get it in here. Very quick announcement. Short but sweet. That's how we like it. So I'm just gonna put in the official breaking thing, and we can like sort of talk about it a little bit. So Catapult Falls has been announced for SeaWorld San Antonio. That is the breaking news. I mean, obviously you saw it, so there you go. And so that's obviously a very exciting attraction. It looks like one of the best log flumes, at least in the country, if not the world. Certainly one of the more unique ones. It's got that vertical lift, which is awesome. It's going to have a launch, which is crazy. I have no idea if it's going to be a credit. I know that's the question everyone's asking. I have no idea just looking at it. But yeah. I think they went with Catapult because of the launch. Yeah, exactly. I think that's why it makes sense. Yeah, I saw the leak, but I still wanted to see it in action. So, but the thing already got announced. So at this point, it doesn't matter. You can talk about the leak because it's only like one extra picture. But Catapult Falls, there you have it. And I'm going to see if it's come up on the website. I imagine it's probably going to very quickly here. We'll probably get some pictures. And that's probably that could be just about it. It could be pretty short stream. I did this pretty last second, so, you know, I wasn't really sure where this was going to go. But, oh, okay, so if you go on the SeaWorld San Antonio media thing, they're saying they're updating it, although I'm not sure if that is like the blogs or stuff, if that's something different. I'm gonna go on the other social medias. The announcement was about 12 minutes ago. It started at 11 a.m. Eastern time, so that's when the announcement was. Supposedly, we're actually gonna get a SeaWorld San Diego announcement at some point this morning. Not just because of Screamscape saying that, but there was someone on Twitter who is followed by SeaWorld and who I assumed was probably going to be at the media event if that was happening today. They said that there was an announcement this morning, so keep an eye out for that, but we have no idea when that's going to happen or even if that's truly going to happen. But if it does, well, you've been sort of like warned, I suppose. But yeah. So the Facebook page just said the adventure begins in 2023. They haven't put anything out yet. I want to get that video, like just see that video in like a better view. I'm sure everyone's gonna put it out, like upload it, because that's what always happens, right? But yeah, it's still not up on the website for whatever reason. But I guess I'll just put this out there. Thoughts on the ride, just in general. I mean, we didn't get much of a view of it, and that's why I'm wanting to get a little more. But Intamin and water rides are a complicated history, hoping that Intamin has a solid design for the launch. I hope so. It feels like they're getting better in terms of reliability for the most part with their more recent projects. Obviously, you still have a few exceptions, but it definitely is something to monitor, I suppose, just because it is such a sort of groundbreaking log flume attraction. How about Instagram? Yeah, I'll look there. Good idea. Instagram and Facebook are both meta-based, so I assume everything they'd put on one thing, they'd put on the other. But yeah, there's nothing on there either, so... Is there there should be like some sort of blog thing for SeaWorld San Antonio, so I'm not sure if I'm just missing that or what the deal is. But yeah, SeaWorld San Antonio needs filling in general. Remember the park being spaced out in a way that made it feel a bit bare. I've like seen footage of it, and yeah, I could definitely see that. It feels like they just have a lot of grassy fields that, I mean, I'm sure they look nice, but they're just kind of sitting there empty, and it's just kind of like, wow, it feels like something should go here. I've never been, but just looking at videos, it definitely gives that sort of vibe. So I definitely think this log flume will kind of help out in a big way there, along with all their other recent additions have probably helped that quite a bit. So hopefully they get more in the future, because they have potential. They have a lot of land to work with, it seems. And this should be a pretty exciting project. Yeah, I need to look this up though. It's driving me nuts. I mean, it could take around it could take a while. Okay, so they do have a blog. I'm going to try to get on it. Why isn't it letting me do it? I'm not sure. But if anyone finds, if SeaWorld San Antonio uploads something on their channel or really anything, let me know, just so I can, get to it, because right now I'm not finding anything. They haven't uploaded anything, I just looked. Okay. The whole back of the park felt barren 4 years ago. The new additions there are definitely helping a lot, I'd imagine. Like I said, it was just kind of just looking at videos of it, it's just kind of couldn't hear. What did they say about the drop? So the drop is 53 degrees steep. It is the steepest of any log flume coaster, as they're advertising. And it is 55 feet tall. So that is the statistics for the drop. Yep, there you go, 55 feet tall. So 53 degrees steep, 55 feet tall. The steepness, definitely very impressive. And that's also a pretty large drop as far as log flumes go. So certainly impressive. Oh, okay, it is on the website. I just found it. Okay, here we go. They don't have a video up, but they have a bunch of pictures, so I'll put it up. But yeah, I'm just gonna get this up here. If you want to look, and I'll link the website as well. I'll probably put it in the description once I'm done. But here, I need to put it up. There we go. All right, here's your sort of, here's the thing as it appears on the website. Can everyone see it good? Let me know, because I have to shrink my thing pretty much, so I can't really gauge how good it looks on your end. But here it is, Catapult Falls. Wikipedia says Chiapas drop is 66 feet. yeah, I'm not really sure what they're going off of. But here it goes. Pretty much, yeah, world's first launched Flume coaster, only vertical lift in North America. Steepest Flume coaster. And 30 feet per second per launch, 7 feet per second on the lift. Interesting that they note that. 53-degree drop. And yeah, I mean, just look at that concept art. It looks crazy. And that airtime hill looks sick. I'm going to come out here and say this doesn't look like a credit. That doesn't really look like track. I mean, I'm not so sure that's a credit. I would need to look at more things, but I'm going to say it's probably not. That might be controversial, but yeah. It doesn't look like a credit to me. Here's your sort of overview. So Chiapas is also 53 degrees. Well, it's in good company then. That's good to see. So they can say it's the steepest, I suppose. And it looks like there's I guess no, that's just the lift because, so okay, it starts here, kind of winds around, you do a little kind of journey around the trees, and then you go up this launch, which actually shoots you up over a hill, so that should be pretty exciting. That definitely has sort of like water coaster vibes. And then some way, somehow, you're gonna get, yeah, through the vertical lift, you're gonna get up to this drop here, and then you'll go down, go under a bridge, and then go over the airtime hill, and then, yeah, that'll pretty much be the end of the ride. Okay. So, doesn't look like it's gonna be a super long ride experience, but the actual, like, punch and just ride, like, the attraction will pack in, that Catapult Falls will pack in, will be very good. So definitely looks quite impressive. Another view of the second hill. There's your first drop. Another sort of section here. Actually, how are they going to do the launch? They didn't really specify. Is it? I guess it's this conveyor belt looking like thing is how they're going to do the launch, if I'm correct. I guess this thing is the launch. That's very strange. Yeah, it looks like it's a conveyor belt launch. That's super reminiscent of like the water coasters. I'd more say it's not really a real roller coaster. It's more like a hybrid between a log flume and like a water coaster you would see at like just anywhere there's a water coaster. But I mean, I just visited Holiday World, so those are the ones that come to mind. I would say that's kind of what I would compare this to. It's like kind of combining those two, if that makes sense. So I don't really consider this a coaster credit. I'm sure people will. That's totally fine. I have no issue with that. But there you go. There's some concept art for Catapult Falls. I'm sure they'll release a video later. But I'm not sure we're going to get it right now. I guess I'll look at SeaWorld San Diego just in case. I don't think they've announced their thing by now, but maybe it's possible they have. Yeah, no, they haven't. So that could be something that is potentially happening later. Maybe it won't, but I heard it does. So track doesn't look realistic in that art. I don't think it's like true track though. Is like it's not. My issue with it is like I'm just like very confused in terms of I'm not very good with log flumes, but does it even have like wheels? So the logo is basically Infinity Falls, but slanted a little bit. I guess so, yeah. That is pretty funny. Yeah, so, I mean, but it looks pretty fun. Definitely looks exciting. Honestly, if I were to ride any of these new attractions, even though we don't truly know all of them yet, this is honestly one of the more exciting ones just because of how different it is. And I mean, it just looks very different. I'm sure the ride experience is going to be great. I'm excited to see the other additions. Obviously, the surf coaster when we see it. Hopefully, the hurricane down in Florida doesn't. Everyone's safe and it just sort of passes by, and that's like sort of the end of that. Obviously, a scary situation there. And then for SeaWorld San Diego, I'm excited to see their launch coaster, of course. But I definitely think this one is going to be perhaps one of the more underrated rides of this year. I think people are going to ride this, and it's going to be considered by many to be one of the best rides in the park. I definitely want to do this, and this ride, in my opinion, is more exciting than like even certain coasters would be. That's for sure. Have I seen Jurassic River in Italy? No. I'll look it up on RCDB. I'm gonna close this and come back here. So I'll look it up though. I mean, I can't put it on screen because I'm just not. But okay, I kind of see what you mean. It does kind of look like it. All right, I see what you mean. Yeah, that definitely I could see that. I'm surprised RCDB lists that as a coaster. Doesn't seem like they would, but they do, so that is interesting. Log flumes always have wheels. The water flowing down the drops is pure decorative. Ah, okay. So they do have wheels. I mean, I guess that would make sense because if they didn't, I'm not really sure how that would all work. But it is kind of interesting to see. I'm not going to make a definitive statement on if it's a credit or not. I know it's going to be like the big argument of the century, probably in like a few hours. They're probably already now online, so I imagine it already is going to be quite the topic for debate. So I'm sure you'll see plenty of people talk about it, and that probably won't go away until it opens, and it probably won't even go away until then, or beyond then, I should say. So that is definitely pretty interesting. I'm going to look one more time to see if they upload anything onto YouTube yet. I'm sure they are going to, because they had a video. It's just they haven't put it out anywhere. Doesn't look like they have, and I don't believe they've put anything on their Facebook either that is related to it. So doesn't look like it. So I think if that's the case, I'm probably going to head out, just because I do have school in like an hour, so it's probably good I do that. But thank you everyone for checking it out, checking the stream out. Like I said, sort of very like sort of impromptu, and I just kind of did it because I heard this was happening. So very happy that you guys could check it out. Hope you guys enjoyed the announcement, of course, as well. I'm very excited for Catapult Falls. Looks like a really cool water ride, one of the better ones I've seen in a long time to get announced. So definitely a very exciting attraction for SeaWorld San Antonio. I definitely want to check it out. I really want to get to San Antonio just in general, so I can do Fiesta Texas and SeaWorld, along with some other things there. It looks like they have some pretty cool places to visit, so outside of that, so I definitely want to check that out whenever I get the opportunity. And I think that's going to wrap it up. So with that being said, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time here on Coaster Hour.